Okay, in this problem we've got a linear equation x over a minus y over b equals 1, and a and b are both positive constants, and they meet the x-axis at p and the y-axis at q. Well, x-axis, that's the x-intercept, that's going to be p, and the y-intercept, that's going to be q. That's basically what they're telling us. They're telling us the gradient is going to be, or the slope is going to be 2/5, and the length is going to be 2 times the square root of 29. So, like most problems that give you two things to figure out, both A and B, you're probably going to end up having two equations that you're going to need to solve simultaneously. The trick is how to build them, and we've got a gradient and a distance, so we're probably going to use both those formulas. Take a look at the strategy and read that over, pause this, and then see what you can think about making this thing happen. And then when you're ready and you've tried it, then go ahead and start back up again, and we'll compare. Okay, so in order to get this equation written to get rid of the fractions, we need a common denominator. In this case, our common denominator is going to be AB. I'm going to have to multiply A times B and B times A and 1 times AB. And once I get all my denominators the same, I can forget about them and rewrite an equation that just has numerators. And that's my new equation. And now all I got to do to find the x-intercept is make y equal to 0. And I find out that x is equal to a. So my point is a comma 0. And then I make the y-intercept to make x equal to 0. So then I find out that my y is going to equal negative b. And so my q is going to be 0, negative b. So now I've got my 2 points, p and q. And I'm going to plug them into the formulas, first with the slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And I'm going to make it equal to 2/5. So all I do is fill in my x2s, y2s, my x1s, y1s, and I get this. And then I'm going to cross multiply, and I'm going to get 2a is equal to 5b, and I'm going to get a by itself, so then it's going to be 2.5b. Now I'm going to use the distance formula and use the given distance they gave me and make it equal to 2 square root of 29. So again, I'm just going to plug in my x's and y's, which are a, 0, and 0, negative b, and then go ahead and make it equal to 2 square root of 29. And I'm going to square both sides after I simplify under the radical sign. And when I square both sides, I get a squared plus b squared equals 4 times 29. A squared plus b squared equals 116. So now that's my one equation and two equations. So all I got to do is put in the a equals 2.5b in place of a, and I've got an equation that only has b's. And so now I can find out what b is by going ahead and dividing both sides by 7.25 and then square rooting both sides. And since I know that this has to be a positive constant, then it's got to be a 4. And once I find out that that's 4, all I do is plug it into the other equation and find out that a is equal to 10. All right, hope that helps. Thanks for watching.